Mangino Buick GMC, just around the corner from us here in Ballston Spa, located south of Ballston Spa on Route 50. Keep them in mind if you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle. We like to say support those who support the sport. They have been very supportive of us here at Albany Saratoga here in recent years. We thank the good folks from the two Mangino dealerships for everything that they do here at the Great Race Place. Okay, Dan Mayer ready to pull the trigger up on the front of this one. Carter Gibbons was pretty impressive in his qualifier. First time here at the Speedway that I know of for Carter Gibbons. As they make their way down to turn number 1, working up through the corner. Keep an eye on that 32, Ron DeLeese Jr. Looking for a lane up on the top, trying to get an advantage. Hang on, the 3 going around. P. Lorenzo, the car responsible for the caution coming out. So Lorenzo will rewrite. One up top and passing a bunch of cars. DeLeese started 6th. He's going to restart 4th. So he really only picked up a couple of spots, but he passed 3-4 cars up there on the high side. He was a benefactor of the Fast Lap Challenge a week ago, put up by Competition Carbs and Killer Crate. As they go down to turn number 1, side by side on the front. Here's DeLeese again. Got a good run off the corner. DeLeese going to nose his way to 3rd. Dylan Madsen down to the inside of him. Then we've got, I believe that's Tanner Warner on the inside of him. Down here into turn number 1. Up on the high side, keep an eye on Carter Gibbons in the 427, working over the number 9 at Dan Mayer. Mayer on the inside, Gibbons on the outside, side by side down here off of turn number 4. They work down to turn number 1. Now Carter Gibbons going around the outside, taking a long way around. He is taking it all the way to the point. Hang on, down at turn number 2. That's Scotty Bennett. Bennett and the Pallets Inc. number 1 car. Turned around over off of turn number 2, facing the wrong way. Bennett going to pull away under his own power. Bennett picked up a feature event victory just a few weeks back. He'll have to go back with that 14 car. As we get ready to go back to green. Carter Gibbons ready to mash the gas down here off of turn number 4. He's going to lead the way down into turn number 1. Way up on the outside goes the 14Z of Tanner Warner. Looking to make it work. On the outside of the number 9 car, Warner going to take it all the way to 2nd spot. Tanner Warner goes to 2nd now. As they work their way down off the corner, Warner trying to draw in on Carter Gibbons. Gibbons up front, Warner 2nd. We got a car slow off of turn number 2. That is going to bring yellow out on the speedway. So yellow lights come on. Landscape changes once again on the front row. Still Carter Gibbons going to be your pole setter, your pace setter. Oh, here's Plumstead coming back up out of the pit area. He's going to tack on the tail. But now alongside is going to be Tanner Warner. Second generation driver out of Gloversville is looking like a chip off the old block. Dad Rocky, a former champion in the sportsman division. Down into turn number 1, side by side. into turn number 3 they go. Carter Gibbons trying to hang on to the number 1 spot, but he's going to watch it slip away as Tanner Warner and take it over the number 1 position. Tanner Warner out front down the back straightaway, and he is driving away from Carter Gibbons. Ron DeLeese drawing in on Carter Gibbons as they come down here off of turn number 4. That's DeLeese down to the inside. DeLeese on the inside, Gibbons on the outside. Dylan Madsen now trying to make a challenge for third. As they make their way down into turn number 3, DeLeese, Gibbons, and Madsen, you're watching second through 4th spot. As they work their way down here through the corner up front, Tanner Warner is driving away. Here's Dylan Madsen now, down to the inside of Carter Gibbons. They go wheel to wheel down to turn 3. Madsen going to take that spot away. Move Dylan Madsen to 3rd. Carter Gibbons back to 4th. Dan Mayer hanging on to 5th position. That's the way your top 5 run as we close in on the halfway point now. Got 8 on the board. They'll click off lap number 9 this time by. Tanner Warner coming down the back straightaway. He's going to see the halfway sign when they come to the line this time by. That battle back there, the one you're watching here between Carter Gibbons and the number 9 of Dan Mayer. That is the tussle for 4th position. Halfway sign, Ben displayed to your leader. Now coming down to put lap number 11 on the board. Leader up between turn 3 and 4, down off the corner. That's Taylor Wasson with the 07 car going to work on the 23 of Tommy D'Angelo. As they race for position. Wasson drawing in on the backside of D'Angelo. Got one off the pace here on the front straightaway, narrowly missing. As you continue to look back through the pack here, as they make their way down the back straightaway, going to be coming up on the 5 to go mark. There we're back up into the top 5. Carter Gibbons with the 4:27. Your 4th place automobile. There's the race for 3rd. Ron DeLeese with the 32. Is your 2nd place car. Dylan Madsen right there in 3rd spot. They both go by the Greg DeCamp 44. DeCamp down a lap to your leaders. In the final quarter of this one, there's your leader, the 14. Tanner Warner coming up on the 8. Oh, that time Warner caught the inside barrier. Warner bounced it off the inside barrier down in turn number 4 that time. We'll have to keep an eye on that 14 machine. Coming up on Dan Sequin's number 8. Sequin dead ahead of your leader. Here's Warner trying to duck down to the inside. Sequin not leaving a lot of room there as they work their way down into turn number 1. We're looking at the left front wheel where Warner bounced it off the inside barrier. It does not have seemed to have affected that automobile. White flag up this time by for Tanner Warner. Yellow lights are going to come on. Yellow lights out on the speedway. Car up on the outside at turn number 2. That's the 29 of Joe Vendetti. Tanner Warner, as we made mention, and I inadvertently called him a second-generation driver, as the son of the Squirrel, of course, Rocky Warner, former sportsman champion here, a modified feature winner. He'll be in our modified event coming up next. But actually, technically, he would be a third-generation driver, the late Don Warner, and Don ran some races here in full fender trim over the years. When Rocky first started out, Don and Rocky would both venture over here once in a while towards the end of the season. Going back to green, down here into turn number 1. Here's Ron DeLeese queuing it up on the outside. But Tanner Warner got a great run off the inside of turn 2. Down the backstretch, final time down to turn number 3, working up through the corner and off at turn number 4. Checkered flags are in the air, and Tanner Warner's going to pick up the win. Ron DeLee's going to come home in second spot. Third position goes to the 89 of Dylan Madsen. You see Ron DeLee's going to pull up alongside of Tanner Warner, give him a congratulatory thumbs up. So Dylan Madsen comes home third. Fourth spot goes to Carter Gibbons. Good strong run for Gibbons. Dan Mayer hangs on to a top 5 run. Tommy Lee with the 98. Doug Hooley, with the 98.